I access my media text by going online.
The way I mainly access my media text is through streaming services such as Netflix.
I access my media text by internet, Netflix and TV.
I access my media text via like Blu-ray, going to the cinema or online.
I expect a good storyline, lots of gore in the horror genre.
What would I expect from a horror genre? A lot of gore, but at more times a lot of scary parts like when people jump out and get the other people, so yeah.
I expect from the horror genre to scare me.
My favourite film from the horror genre has to be The Ring, mainly because I think it has a good combination of all the aspects of horror genre.
My favourite film in the horror genre is Sinister because it's jumpy. And then
My favourite film from the horror genre is probably The Exorcist.
My favourite subgenre from the horror genre would probably be slasher.
Subgenre that I enjoy the most
Okay, film
is
that you
mainly
have
psychological.
actually
Serious
watched,
horror
I
film
think,
that perhaps fills all the boxes down.
Okay.
I enjoy slasher movies from the horror genre because I like lots of blood.
My favourite subgenre would be paranormal.
Scariest horror film. I'd have to say Paranormal Activity because it gets me when they jump out, and yeah, I'm not exactly the coolest person.
The scariest
are the
horror
key
films I've
aspects,
personally
right?
watched is perhaps The Grudge. They're definitely.
The scariest horror film I've watched is Saw because of the big man.
The scariest horror film I've seen is Chucky, because I used to watch it when I was younger, when I was in trouble. So,
I'd personally have to say Halloween because it just didn't scare me at all.
Ratings, and it's the second recommended by
Okay, so do you enjoy horror?
The horror films that haven't lived up to my expectations is the new Paranormal Activities, because the first one was alright, then they just killed it from the next couple that they made.
I think the Paranormal Activity, like 2 and 3, like, as the first one was based on a true story.
Personally, I'd say you'd have to have a bad past, and basically he was bullied when he was young, so he'd need an act of revenge.
The key aspects of a horror character would be the killer being a male and also them having a bad background.
I think the key aspects of a horror character should be big and strong, male probably.
The key aspects for a horror character for me would be a man, like his appearance, like what weapons he uses, and all the rest of that.
Yes, I am, because if a horror film gets a very low ratings, then I probably won't watch it unless I get it recommended by my friends.
I'm not influenced by film reviews because I make up my own mind about film.
Sometimes influenced by film reviews, depending on who gives the information.
Sometimes, because some of them are alright, but then some of them slate the film, and then when I go to watch it, I think it's alright. So it really depends on who's reviewing the film.
Personally, I enjoy horror movies with a twist because they keep me on the edge of my seat and make me want to get more into it, so I know what happens towards the end.
I don't enjoy horror movies with a twist because I think that mainly twists kind of take away from the story. They mainly try to overthink the twist, and then in the end it kind of becomes a bit too convoluted.
I do enjoy horror movies with a twist because it makes you think.
I enjoy all forms of it, but especially horror films, yeah.
My ideal horror film would have to be one where there's a group of people that go into an abandoned place and start getting killed off slowly.
I think that my ideal horror film will be something like The Ring because it has quite a lot of psychological tension as well as jump scares in it, so I think it has a good mixture.
My ideal horror film would be Wrong Turn due to all the blood and tension that is built up in the movie.
My ideal horror film would probably be something like The Strangers, as it's like based on true stories and stuff like that.